Welcome to the pre-conference videos designed to assist you to building your practice from staff to partner. Hi, I'm Cheryl Leitschuh, founder of FromStaffToPartnerSummit.com and FromStaffToPartner.com. I've spent the last 20 years working with professional service firms, coaching, training, and consulting. Over the years, I've gathered a lot of information and experience working with individuals and firms and have a lot of information to share with you to assist in your success. My goal through the pre-conference videos and the summit is to provide you the information you will need to build your professional career. Note that I will use the term partner to refer to the senior level positions in your firm. Sometimes this is vice president or shareholder, so please translate accordingly. Today's video will share with you the key ingredient you need to know that will assist you in building your career from staff to partner. Video number 2 will give you the 3 key questions you must answer to take charge of your career and move your career from staff to partner. And video number 3 will give you the 4 strategies to focus your next steps in moving your career from staff to partner. So let's get started. Here's the key ingredient. This is the model they will not teach you in school. Let's look at the components. You are in the middle. You're in charge of your professional career. How do you manage your career? Where are you? What steps do you need to take now? Oftentimes the steps you take early in your career are not the steps you need to take to move to the next level of your career. No one will do it for you, so you are the key ingredient in the middle of this model. Technical skills. Most firms are good at helping you with this component of the model. Internal leadership. As you move forward, you will be assigned people for you to lead, manage, and supervise. What tools do you have? What tools do you need to be more successful? And business development. Yikes, this is one area that seems to give people the most anxiety. But if you do not do this, it will keep you from moving from staff to partner. Now let's look at each area and let me give you the typical issues I've seen in my work in professional service firms. As I mentioned, there are so many venues to address technical training. I will not address this area specifically. From state associations and national associations to membership organizations to your own firm, there are so many options to help you develop this area. But I will often hear from individuals I work with, but I'm an expert in my field and I've taken every training available. I work hard. Why am I not moving ahead? It is the myth of professional service firms. Hard work and talent are not enough to advance your career from staff to partner. Let's look at the other areas. And as we do, I'd like you to think about what areas are you strong in and what areas are opportunities for you to develop. Let's start with you, managing your career. I was brought into a firm to work with Mike. Mike had stalled in his career. He was great in his technical expertise, but the firm was concerned, as was he, that he was continually passed over for promotion. When I met with Mike, these were the questions he had. Is there a secret I should know about? I don't know what I don't know. Who do I ask for help? And if I work hard, I'll just move ahead, right? The thing Mike didn't know was that different levels of your professional career need different career support. He had done a fabulous job as a staff person in learning and doing the work. He had been promoted to manager. But he had not sought out others to educate and support him. What did we do? Well, I'll share with you in the next video the 3 questions we answered to help lead him to the next career management needs for his career. So don't miss video number 2. Leadership skills. If you haven't read David Meister's book, First Among Equals, I highly recommend it. But if nothing else, I just want you to keep those words in mind, first among equals, because that's what your leadership skills need to look like. Leadership skills is about understanding and influencing others, whether it's understanding and influencing your staff or understanding and influencing your boss. It's the same critical level of new knowledge that needs to occur as you move into a leadership role. Typical questions I hear when I start with individuals is, why don't they just follow what I say? Or, my problem isn't the folks I lead, it's the person I report to. Where are you learning how to understand and influence others? Let me tell you about Becky. Becky reached the management role and was suddenly put in a spot she had not expected. She would lay out a plan for a project, communicate it to her reports, and then be surprised and frustrated when they weren't getting the work done when and how she expected. Using the term first among equals, she shifted her perspective that leading was about, quote, command and control, and began to think about how to partner. She had individual meetings with each of her team. She set expectations and understanding of what she needed and what they needed to be successful. She followed up and was available and approachable to their needs, first among equals. She also used this style to coach up. Rather than sit quietly and get her orders from her boss, she would ask questions and clarify expectations for her and her boss. She articulated what she needed to be successful and followed up with information her boss found useful. First among equals. Business development. You either love this area or you hate this area. There's a high likelihood you hate this area, and it causes panic as you think about it. Let me tell you about Stacy. 6 years ago, I was brought in by her firm because she was one step away from becoming partner, but needed to build her business development skills. She was panicked. She said, "Cheryl, I break into a sweat even thinking about going to a networking event or calling someone I don't know." I assured her we would work on strategies that were in the current comfort zone. We focused on 3 things. Number 1, current clients, ensuring that those clients were happy and creating a strong relationship. I also taught her to mention that she builds her practice through referrals, and had her ask for referrals from the clients she felt closest to. Guess what? It worked. Number 2, we took a look at her current outside activities. What do you do outside of work? There must be people you know. Stacy was very involved with her kids at school and sports team. I asked her to think about how she could offer her technical expertise to those organizations. She became the treasurer for the PTA, a visible position which allowed her to share her expertise and let others know what she did. Guess what? It worked. And number 3, she joined a nonprofit board. Every nonprofit needs expertise from professionals. Whether it's a lawyer, a CPA, an architect, or an engineer, your expertise is wanted and needed. Stacy took her passion for animals and applied to the board of the Humane Society. Again, she was able to highlight her professional expertise. And guess what? It worked. I ran into her about a year ago. She had made partner the year after we worked together and told me she actually enjoyed the business development aspect of her career. She thanked me for helping her to see she could do it in a way comfortable for her, but seeing how critical it was to her career advancement. So what do you do? Well, first you have to know the ingredients, which is what I've shared with you today. And then you need to know your strengths and where to focus. More importantly is understanding this area. In our next video, I'll share with you the 3 questions you need to ask and answer in order for you to be successful in your career. So stay tuned for pre-conference video session number 2. In this session, we've reviewed the key ingredients that may be blocking your career from advancing from staff to partner. In session 2, we will look to understanding the 3 key questions you must answer to move your career from staff to partner. This is Cheryl Leitschuh signing off for now. Look forward to seeing you in video number 2.